get her stressed out so bad to her health, it went down. I mean, she almost died.
This is the woman. This is the woman I just picked you up from.
Right, the one that was at the door. Yeah.
Okay. And I thought you said something about your daughter.
No, I said I had a car and I paid my car and gave it to my
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm taking Uber and Lyft right now until I get, real myself back up in September, and get my car back.
I got you. And your sister is the boyfriend one.
Huh?
Your sister is the one you said something about a boyfriend, right?
Yeah, he's coming back down here. What I'm saying, she let him leave, put him out.
She put him out.
Right. I was telling us he wasn't coming back, she was down with him, blah, 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 this, blah, blah, that, But like I said, I was there for her, running back and forth to the hospitals and Ubers and all that stuff, But my thing is, like I'm saying, you can't stress over people because it doesn't matter. People are going to do what people want to do.
And you're saying, you said something about he called.
Yeah, he called on my way out the door right before you came. And said he'd be back here at 5 in the morning.
Back at that house?
Yeah.
To live?
Yes. So what I'm saying, she knew he was coming back.
She knew he was coming back.
Right.
There you go.
But she didn't mention it to me. I just heard the conversation. But I'm saying, I put myself out there. I was taking off my job, going to the hospital trying to help her to get her health in order, in which we got it in order, blood pressure and all that stuff. And now he's coming back in your life? No, I'm done.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you what I learned. I learned that my friend used to say this for years. He said, energy flows where energy goes.
That's right.
And the energy is allowed to flow at that residence because your sister allows that energy.
That's right. And that's why I'm about to take my energy and get up out of there.
How about that? People think that they're involved in stuff by accident. No, it's not. No.
I don't believe that.
No. Yeah. And whenever I hear a woman dealing with a man that smokes weed and don't have a job, that's what they want.
Yeah.
That is not a coincidence. No. That's nothing near a coincidence. I have dated women in my life. I'm single. I have dated women in my life that just got issues with me. And I look back on all the men that they had in their life, and they were men like that.
No, I can't deal with it myself. I'm single too, but I have a friend. He come when I let him come up, but I got to have to work, He works, he's in North Carolina, I work. Like I said, you're gonna have something, you gotta get out there and go get it.
Right.
Like I said, I work 2 jobs. I just got home from work, I'm going back again, And plus I pay her rent money, This guy don't pay nothing.
Of course not.
I buy the food, I do everything.
Of course not. Of course not. Of course not. Guys, there are guys that love women like that.
Oh yes.
I gotta listen to women tell me why they dated guys like that, and I'm like, well, what was the end game? What do you mean? Okay, what was the end? What was the end game going to be? Dating a guy like that? Happily ever after, or get married? Well, what was the end game? And I've never, till 52 years old, I've never got an answer to that question. Never. And then those are the individuals that I find, and they scorn, burn their negativity. They full of negativity. They meet me and they just full of negativity. They just so negative, and they swear there's nothing wrong with them. I'm like, you need to go to therapy. No, I don't. Wow, okay. I went to therapy about a month and a half ago. I was in a relationship to find answers as to why things was going the way they was going.
Right.
And my therapist told me, your problem is you need to let people be themselves.
Exactly.
And I've been having people tell me that all my life.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I said, you know what? The relationship lasts 3 weeks after that. Really? I said, I'm not fighting for nothing. My expectations, there aren't any.
Yeah.
I don't expect nobody to want to act right. That they think they're acting right, cool. I just don't. I'm not talking to you about it. Go on with your life.
Especially when they don't work it out together. You're right.
You tell people, hey, listen, I don't deal with negativity. I'm not like that. Then once you're in a relationship, well, at least I'm not like that all the time. Wait a minute. You said you wasn't like that at all in the beginning.
Right. So you shouldn't be like that at no time.
Right.
That's one thing. The guy we're dating, I know he used to drink. Matter of fact, we went to school together, and I was married for 30 years. We got divorced. And I hadn't been with anybody for like 15 years after that because I wasn't going to deal with people, you know.
Right.
But when I came back on the East Coast, you know, we found each other on Facebook because we was like puppy love and, you know, elementary school, you know, just tell you love each other, you know what that was, you know.
Right.
And he told me, you know, he came to visit one weekend. We just started on, got back to know each other, went out to dinner, you know, had a good time. Nothing serious, not like that. And he told me, he said, I drink. I said, well, I'm going to tell you something. I don't drink them in the church, you know. I just don't do all that stuff, cursing. And then I told him, I gave him a choice. I said, we all have choices, but I'm going to give you my choice. If you want to be with me, you can have your choice to be with me or not be with me. But I'm not going to tolerate you drinking, you cursing, you're smoking, none of that stuff. So you have a choice, and I have a choice. But this is my choice.
Right.
And sure enough, he stopped drinking and everything, you know. I mean, I told him, I said, you're wrong. You got a choice, you know. But you're not going to be with me and do all this here because I'm not putting up with that.
Because a woman, that's what a woman appeals to a man's soft side.
Exactly.
And a man will always change for a woman.
Yep.
She's just got to know that she's got to put those, like you said, those demands down, and that man will. We live in a time now where a lot of women lost their role. It's like I'm a roll with the ratchet and rowdy. No, your job is to anchor that man.
Right.
That's a woman's job.
Exactly. Like I told him, I said, you tell me what you don't like, you know, about me, you know, and we work this thing out together. We're gonna be together, you know, because everybody has their downfalls, you know.
Yep.
We all do. Like my neighbor next door, she was, you know, her daughter, she was like, I like them thugs. I'm like, what is a thug? You know, I like them hardcore men.
There ain't no such thing as hardcore man.
Or, you know,
there's only a man.
Mean nothing. Exactly.
Right. There's only a man. Then you like thugs and men are two different groups of men. They're two different. I have spoken at events. I have been invited on people's shows. I have lectured a lot, and to date, I have spoken to hundreds of thousands of women.
Right.
And to date, I have not had one tell me they was ever with a man. It was, he did this and he did that. I said, pardon me. We call those bums. How you end up calling that a man? Right. Well, when we first got together, he promised he would get a job. This and that. That's called a bum. Yeah. That's not called a man.
Exactly.
And it's just, everything get blamed on a man when it's over. When it's over, he was a man. No, he wasn't.
It does.
So I'm only going by what Todd Smith taught me to be. Todd Smith taught me to be a man. And every time I talk to a woman and they talk about the man that they had, I'm like, my dad ain't teach me none of that.
Yeah.
So that's not the qualification. That's got nothing to do with being a man.
You sure it doesn't?
I'm sorry to hear that. Like you said.
Well, it's okay. I mean, like I said, it's her life, you know. But like I told her, I have to go back down. I'm not, you know, dealing with it.
I had a friend.